Hi, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you're prepared for today's video because I was not prepared for what was to be found researching for this topic, and I am going to make a very bold claim here and say that you will never look at music the same ever again after today's video. And being that in recent videos we have confirmed that there are so many artists that are actually practicing witches, but does the witchcraft that they are practicing interfere with the music that they are creating? Are these artists casting spells on their listeners? I know, guys, this is crazy. I'm so excited for today's video. Let's dive in. When you all comment that you are learning so much from this witch series on this channel, I want you to know that you are not alone, and I am discovering this stuff with you guys. And honestly, what perfect timing for this subject, because Lady Gaga just released her new album titled Mayhem, and one of her songs, Abracadabra, has taken the world by storm and already has over 80 million streams on Spotify, making it her fastest solo song to reach this milestone. Her fans just can't stop listening to it, and a particular community within her fan base have picked up on the fact that there is more to this song and how Lady Gaga's Abracadabra is enchanted. The witch community, and yes, there is a very large witch community, particularly among Gen Z, but they quickly noticed that these lyrics are casting a spell.
Abracadabra isn't just the song. It's a spell.
I keep seeing videos of people talking about how they know that the new Lady Gaga song is a spell.
Lady Gaga herself has confirmed the allegations and claimed that it is a protection spell that she rewrote like 50 times. She also has reposted this video of a practicing witch decoding the new song, as abracadabra is actually a Hebrew phrase meaning I will create as I speak. This is why a lot of new agers and witches are heavily into manifestation and speaking things into existence, because they believe that words have power, especially in the form of a mantra. And remember, I said that because it's going to come up later in this video. Other witches also claimed that Lady Gaga's new song includes a hex. A witch's hex is a magic spell or charm intended to cause harm or bad luck. So maybe you're saying, all right, Taylor, I'm just not going to listen to Lady Gaga anymore, and I'm definitely not going to listen to that song knowing that it is casting a spell on its listeners. But guys, this is way bigger than one Lady Gaga song.
They have rooms in certain studios that are like set up where you can do like rituals. They have like altars, and they'll play the song backwards, and they'll do spells and rituals to a song. And what it does, and the reason why, is because they're able to cast spells on the people and put negative energy to people they wouldn't be able to reach prior.
You described moments where you saw people actually doing seances over their music.
Absolutely.
So what did that look like?
So we would all be in the studio, and it would almost be ritualistic. You know, we would light candles, and as the beats are playing, they would, you know, their hands would be moving like this. They would be chanting different things over the music alone. This is before it goes to the writer.
And this next clip I'm going to show you is a man named John Todd, and he is an ex-Satanist born into a witchcraft family. But I will add that a lot of people have labeled him as a crazy conspiracy theorist. But how many of you guys are finding out in 2025 that these crazy conspiracy theorists were right about a lot of things?
We went off in this store and we started talking. I said, David, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. I said, I already know the answers, but I've been gone for 5 years. I'd like to know if certain things are still the way they were when I left. Now, I'll have to explain some of this when I'm done, because you're not going to understand it all unless you know something about music. I said, do they still take the master to the temple room? Dave said, yeah. I said, do they still have the coven conjure demons into the master? He said, of course. I said, now, I got to know something. What's the main reason for rock music? You know what the reason is. Please, David, I don't want to guess. Tell me what the main reason is. He says, the same as when you were in, so that we can place spells on people that we couldn't cast spells upon.
And this next clip is Anton LaVey's daughter. And if you don't know who Anton LaVey is, he is the founder of the Satanic Temple. But his daughter and her husband sat down for an interview about one of their newest albums, which was classical music. But in this video, I want you to pay attention to what her husband says about what happens when we listen to music that had a ritual performed on it. Take a listen.
We make music for a purpose. It's not just background music, or it's not just, you know, fluffy, light stuff.
It's not. This is not elevator satanic music.
It's ritualistic music. It is music that by even the act of listening to it, you are participating in a satanic ritual.
And remember how in the beginning of this video we found out that there is most definitely rituals being performed over some of the songs that you are listening to, some of the songs that you are adding to your Spotify, that you are playing over and over and over again in your car. The same music that has so many people saying it's just a song. And the confirmation alone of how many of the top music artists in the world are practicing witches furthers this claim that there are actual spells in some of your favorite songs.
It's very trappy, but it's, how about let's say it's very spooky. I'm casting a spell on the audience.
They tell me Beyonce's a witch and shit like that, that we should be scared. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's an Ifa. So when she wears her yellow, that's Oshun.
So we have Beyonce practicing witch, Katy Perry practicing witch, Lana Del Rey, Dua Lipa, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift.
Upon hearing the instrumental that Aaron created for it, it felt strangely, I say witchy, and I stand by that. It felt like somebody standing over a potion, making a love potion, dreaming up the person that they want and the person they desire and trying to figure out how to get that person in their life.
Totally.
It's up to fate, it's magical.
It's called manifestation. That's how human beings actually make sense of it. We're manifesting, but it's something else.
For Swifties, seeing Taylor Swift live is a dream come true. But for some of these diehard fans, they have no memory of their concert experience. It's being called Taylor amnesia. You heard that right. Some fans can't remember the concert they attended just moments earlier.
Did she play the song? I don't remember this song. I don't remember her doing that.
I mean, where does this list end? I cannot believe how many witches are in the music industry. And honestly, guys, I had no idea. This was all truly shocking to me because I've obviously always noticed that there is wickedness being done behind the scenes in Hollywood and in the music industry. And I think if you have two eyes, you can see that. But what shocked me was the association to witchcraft this heavily. But okay, remember how I told you guys to remember what I said in the beginning of this video, because a huge aspect to enchanting spells into this music is through mantras. A mantra is a word or a sound repeated to aid concentration in meditation, as well as a statement or slogan repeated frequently. Here is what Michael Jackson had to say about it.
Singers, when they sing songs, it's like a mantra. When you repeat a chorus over and over and over. So when a kid hears a song and he starts singing that chorus over and over and over, then you start to hear it in the alpha state into the subconscious mind. So you start to become the song or become what you're saying.
Yeah, and here's another clip expressing the intentionality when it comes to mantras in spells and magic.
When you repeat a chorus over and over again, what's happening is it's going into your subconscious mind and you are becoming whatever you are singing.
Look, this is new to me as well, and it can be a little confusing, so I'm trying to go easy with you guys on it. It can be confusing when it comes to this because I'm wondering in my head, you know, isn't that what a song is repeating the chorus 3 times and just saying something over and over and over again? Isn't every song kind of repeating itself? And what I've discovered is that it all comes down to the fact that words have power, and these witches realize that what we say, what we speak, and what we sing has power. And have you ever heard that life and death are in the power of the tongue? That is very much real. And when we repeat something over and over and over again, and we meditate on it, and we speak it, and we sing it, there is power in that. And this is why it's so important to look into the artists whose music you are listening to, what they are making you chant as witches do. Not to mention, just go on TikTok and type in songs that are spells, and you will be met with hundreds of videos of people using songs to cast spells. So it's almost like the witch community has caught on to what we are all missing, that there is power in words, speaking things into existence, and combined with music in the form of a song. Even the word singing in French means chant. But you know what's not shocking to me? How all of these witches, all of these witch music artists, they hate one religion, just one. And you know, this was a huge reason on why I became a Christian 4 years ago, because of this stuff right here. Because why do you hate the cross this much? They are showing you their cards. If you are a practicing witch, then why are you obsessed with Jesus Christ? Why do you have a song casting spells on your listeners and you intentionally put on an entire bodysuit with a giant cross on it? Over and over and over again, they do it right in front of us. There is so much that we can see, but there's also so much that we can hear, and not even realizing that what you are listening to is affecting your subconscious mind. And these mantras in these songs are completely contrary to what you were designed and created to meditate on. Ever wonder why you are anxious, sad, or depressed? Maybe even suicidal thoughts? You ever think it may have something to do with the music you are feeding your mind with? We were not created to meditate on things that are here today and gone tomorrow. We were created to meditate on what is eternal. You were created to think about what is good, pure, and lovely. Think on those things. And if you meditate on these words instead of Ariana Grande's words, instead of Taylor Swift's words, anxiety diminishes, depression diminishes, joy comes, fear fades. That's why music is mentioned over 400 times in here. It's important. What you add to your Spotify or your Apple Music is important. Stop listening to these artists who work for the kingdom of darkness. Black magic is an abomination to God. Why? Because he's a bunch of rules and takes away all of the fun and all of the power that can be found in yourself and in the things of this air. No, friend, because God is protecting you, because God is warning you that when you interfere with the spirit realm, you are interfering with demons. When you are interfering with black magic, it will backfire on you. The devil is real and he is not your friend. God, Jesus, is the only real friend that you have, the one who created you and the one who loves you. God bless you, and I can't wait to see you for our next video. See you in the comments. Hi, if you liked today's video and you would love to see some more videos on your feed that will help you grow in your faith with Jesus, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button before you leave today, and I will see you guys in the comments. As well as if you would also like some more tools to help you grow in your faith with Jesus, you can head to my website at tayalicia.com and you'll find a bunch of stuff on there. God bless you guys.